It's that time of year, so let's talk about one of the greatest horror movies of all time. But before I do, I just have one question for you. What's your favorite scary movie? Anyway, back to the point. Let's talk about Scream, and we're gonna start by talking about The Good. The Good. This is one of those great genre blenders where it can be a horror movie that's very brutal, hence the opening scene, which is very gory and brutal. It can be funny, really funny. It's one of the funniest movies I've probably ever seen, and it's a horror movie, so that's hard to do. And it also makes it do like it's not going to like just big tonal shifts like there are movies that do that, and this is actually not one of them. And that's just really impressive that I can do certain things like that. And Ghostface, amazing killer. Like the design of his mask is like a top three mask in horror. It's up there with Michael Myers' mask and another one I can't think of at the moment, but maybe Jason. But to be fair, that's just a hockey mask, so I'm not going to give him too much credit. But this is just such a fantastic movie, and they do a really good job of like subverting your expectations from the opening scene where you have a feeling that Drew Barrymore's character is going to be the main lead because she's on the poster for the movie, and she was and it's just so, and like since she's on the poster you're like, oh yeah, she has to survive. And does she? Nope, she's killed off in the opening scene, and it's really funny because that must have shocked people when it came out. Like, seriously? Did we just come to this theater to see something that we did not want? As in, like, I mean, a lot of people may have just done it because watched the movie because they thought Drew Barrymore was going to be the lead. If so, that would be really funny. That would be really funny, but there's just so many standout moments in here. And Randy, probably my favorite character in this entire franchise. So sad that he was cut off too soon. I really wish he's in 1 through 3. I really wish he could have gotten more screen time, but he's just such a fun character, and he's like the guy that we all look for when we need help with that type of stuff when it comes to movies. And as a big movie fanatic, and someone who loves movies, him just like over explaining the rules for horror movies and going and just loving movies, he's the character I resonate with the most. Maybe people like Sydney because she's the final girl. Maybe people think Ghostface is a cool person. Nope, I'm gonna go with Randy simply because I'm a movie fanatic and he's just someone I resonate with as someone who loves movies and just is such a big movie fan. So it's easily a fantastic movie that I would easily die on a hill for, saying it's one of the greatest horror movies of all time. But we have to move on to the bad. In the bad, I think that it can sometimes go a bit into the tonal shifts. Like there's times where it's ultra violent, gory, serious. The next moment it's cracking a very weird joke, and there's also some scenes like I'm trying to think. Also, there is like some stuff in the third act like is kind of in the realm of like exposition dumps. To be fair, it happens in literally every one of these movies I've seen. I've seen 1 through 3 so far, so that is the thing I've come to associate with. They have to always have an exposition dump to explain the killer's motives and everything, and that's I'm not someone who particularly enjoys the exposition dumps, but that's one of the reasons I take away from this film. Like there's a fine line between explaining a tiny bit and just like going over and over and over on it, like dumping it over and over. So that's just one of that. That's my main takeaway from the film, but that doesn't hurt the film. It's a 10 out of 10. One of my favorite movies of all time now. Might be a top 10. It's my favorite horror movie of all time already. And to be fair, I have not seen that many. And it's just such a fantastic movie that I really love, and it's just something that I was so happy I was able to watch, and I had a really fun time with this one. But we're not over yet. I still have an announcement I'm going to be making to everyone, so let's head on over to Future Me to see what that announcement is. Do you like movies? Do you like movie rankings? Then check out Backtrack Cinema, another one of my favorite movie rankers of all time, and someone that I think is an awesome YouTuber. And he is a movie ranker that has a very good top 10 list that I really find enjoyable to watch because because he and I have a lot of the same taste in movies, action, and he's more of a horror guy than I am. But keep in mind, I'm a kid, and I've slowly been introduced to horror, not like full on thrown into it like some people have been, but. It's just he's just a fantastic YouTuber that the movie ranker also I'm gonna guess would recommend that you check him out too because they are good friends. So check him out. I will try and put the link in the description if my bad memory allows me to remember it. Hopefully it should be in the description. And thank you all so much for watching this video. Remember, I'm gonna be trying to rank the Scream movies soon, so keep that in mind because you may get to see my ranking of all the movies. If I can get them all done, I should be able to. Thank you all so much for watching this, and have a good one.